Oh, we live already. All right, so welcome to Much Ado About Nothing's NBA Draft Watch Along. But while we do that, we will also be talking a lot of NBA playoffs, finals, the champions, of course, um, the off season, and of course the crazy trades that have been going on. Well, just the one at the moment, but still, it's enough to keep us busy. It's gonna be a busy day. Hold up, got another guest got thrown in here. Bangarang. What's up? All right, let's introduce yourselves, guys. All right, so Didge, what's up, Didge?
Oh wait, I fixed my camera. Let me turn off the TV behind me. What's up? I'm Did. Jimmy Haslam should go to jail ASAP.
Word,
That's
word,
all I
word.
got.
We'll get into that later.
Yeah, I got one shot open now.
Prime, what's up?
What's up, people? It's all good. Orange and blue skies over here, so it's all love. It's all
I
love.
feel that. I
Feeling
feel
great.
that. I feel that. Juwan,
What's going on, guys? So much basketball to talk.
so much, so much.
I'm
Oh, we
with
got
Didge, by
another
the way.
guest. What happened?
I said I'm with Didge, by the way.
Oh, I got you. Mike, what's up?
I hate everything, but I hope you guys are well.
Yeah, Mike.
I'm actually really happy about the turnout. I didn't expect everybody to show up, so that's awesome. But let's get it out.
I
Let's start.
contemplated not showing up. I ain't gonna
Uh,
lie.
hey man, it's it is what it is. We do it every year. It's a fun night. Draft. We can just watch the draft, let it come to us, and then we can just talk basketball. It is what it is. Let's get it out of the way though. We had a championship game was only a couple days ago. Was it? Has it been a full week yet? I don't even remember.
Yeah, a little over
Every
a week.
Still over a
little
week.
over a
It
week.
has, and respect to y'all, love that for you. I don't like that this was a 5 game series. I wanted more basketball. This thing wrapped up way too quickly.
I mean, I'm sure a lot of people out there have that same sentiment. For my personal, my nerves and my mental health, it was better that it ended in five because that was stressful.
Well,
I
especially because
honestly
it
didn't
could have
want to go to
ended in
five.
four.
I would have been, I would have preferred to end it in four just to go quicker. But you know what? It is what it is. It got out of the way, and the New York Knicks are the champions of the NBA world. And we did it. We fucking did it, guys. Obviously, there's three Nick fans on this show at the moment, um, and we long time Nick fans. We'll say we've been here. We've been suffering for a very long
Yeah.
time. Y'all know this. So this it's been fucking great. It's still kind of such a blur because usually around this time I'm already kind of fucking fully focused on the draft, and I barely know anything now because I haven't paid attention. Like the finals happened, it finished, and the draft. I was like, this happened all way too fast. I'm not used to it being going so quickly. Um, so anyway, I'm happy. Obviously, Prime. How do you feel about the results of the NBA finals?
Man, I'm ecstatic, man. I'm ecstatic, man. You and I talked. You actually came on
I did.
with me the next morning. Came the next morning with Source and I was like, I honestly I couldn't believe it. I was still in shock. I just, you've been a long time Nick fan and everything that we've gone through, man. It's unbelievable. And and I told you guys that morning, I ain't ashamed to say it now. I never thought I would cry, man. I cried like a baby. Like I was sitting here, with my lady, and she was on the phone with her sister, and they were talking. And then she said something to me, and I guess I didn't hear her. So she looks over. She says, "Oh my goodness, he's crying." I
I
was
feel.
like, "Yeah." She was like, "What?" She said, "He is in here crying." So and her sister was on the phone. Leave my brother-in-law alone. You don't understand. This is big for them. This is big. Her sister's a huge sports fan. My girl is not, but
Respect.
and she was just like, "Leave. You got to understand. Let him have his time." So, and I told you, I never thought that I would cry. I just think I'd be overjoyed. It didn't. Nothing happened. No build up or anything until um, right when OG was at the line.
Mm-hmm.
Right then, and then he hit the when I was. It's like
Yeah.
somebody hitting you in the face and you didn't see it coming. It just brushed me at one time. I was like, "Dang, I'm
Yeah.
emotional." And then
Yeah.
but man, it was amazing. It's still amazing. I'm in here pulling out jerseys and stuff didn't remember I had, and I'm digging through stuff, man. It's crazy, man. But it's an unbelievable feeling, And I even made a video and I said, look, man, I don't care what anybody has to say, the haters. I'm not thinking about next year. I'm not thinking about any of it. You know, if we do it again, we do it again. If we don't, you can't take this away from us, man. This is it's amazing.
Man, I get you, bro. Honestly, as soon as Mike Breen said we were allowed to cry, it went right into tears. It was like I was like on command. I was like,
Yeah.
I told exactly what
Hey, a buddy of mine that he's as hard as they come, bro. Like I never thought I'd hear him talk. Or he called me that night, about 10 minutes after the game, and he was like, "Prime, you're not gonna believe this, man." He says, "Dude, I was in here crying, and my wife is looking at me like, you crying?" I said, "This is crazy." Because I just went through the exact same thing. This is what he said. Really? She said he looks back. He said, "Yeah, baby, I told you." My boy Prime was crying too. She yells back to it. She was like, "Oh my goodness!" But
Yep.
you know, it was amazing, man.
I said it once. I always said if they ever happen, I'm definitely gonna cry. I probably was a little more calm than I expected, but I was still full of nerves. See, I was hopping around like fucking rabbit the last couple minutes there. But emotions everywhere. I was emotionally crying, texting everyone, and it was crazy. Juwan, how give me your feelings on the Knicks winning the championship.
Feelings are everything. I was watching it with my better half. I got her into basketball over the last couple of years. She's
Good
become a
time.
really big Knicks fan. So I was watching it with her and her dad and her friend James. That was awesome. We were just screaming at each other. There were no tears. I thought I was gonna cry. I really did. But I think my nerves didn't know what to do. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, the last probably about minute and a half, I think I just blacked out. I don't think I was consciously watching the game at that point. Because I kept saying to myself, if this has to go back to New York, the fix is in. There's no way we're winning this series, bro. There's just no way. It's not meant for us to. And like you said, when Mike Breen said that, it's okay to cry. I was just like, yo, this is real. Like, this is real. I can say I've lived a life that saw my football team in the same year they went to the Super Bowl. My basketball team went to the finals and won it. I'm on cloud nine. Now, I believe the defect of that is that my Mets were forever suck ass. I just gotta accept that. But that feeling of the Knicks, man, was just great. And like Prime said, no one can take it from us. So I left that series saying, putting a number and a letter together. And I think that's what I'm going to just say into the start of the next season, which is 1A. As the great Lex Luthor would say, 1A. To those of you that know what that means, you know what that means. 1A is all I have to say after that finals run that we had in the Cinderella ending to it. Beautiful.
Very poetic.
Just beautiful.
Yeah, that was a fucking hell of a run. Not just the ending; the whole run was insane. Absolutely insane.
It was because it started with us going, "Are we gonna fucking lose to Atlanta?"
Yeah,
and then it went into a generational run, and it was just like, "Oh, thank God."
Those fucking those two games, those two losses to Atlanta. We were
Freaking CJ McCollum gave y'all more trouble than Wembanyama. Let that sink in.
That's crazy.
Those two games were hell. I was sitting right here.
Somebody said Trae Young gave CJ McCollum his superpowers for that.
He gave him one for all.
Yeah, whatever Atlanta has in their juices over there, their point guards give us fits. At least they did.
I don't know what it is, bro.
Before we continue, the first pick's about to come in. We'll talk about that real quick, and then we'll jump back to Didge and Mike's thoughts on the finals. Even though we kind of already know what Mike thought of, he wanted more games. But hey, I get it. It's not your.
We would have had Game 7 last weekend. I'm just saying, basketball wrapped up so fast.
Well, we had so much rest. It was crazy. Like we had 2 sweeps in a row. I've never seen that on my side. I've seen it on the West before. I think the Lakers did it. I did the Warriors do it? I forget. But like, I've just never experienced a sweep in the playoffs like that. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
But yeah. we barely experienced playoffs. So imagine, it's the last couple years have been very good to us. But let's get it's in. Bring it out. Let's talk. Let's go.
Yeah, I was gonna say we could have gave
I,
our
I
thoughts.
honestly,
I
Dad,
didn't
give me
think it
your
was gonna
thoughts
take that
while we
long.
wait.
It's
We can
one of
keep talking until Adam Silver comes on that stage if
Yeah,
you
yeah.
want.
I,
Like,
On
next
my
time we'll
screen,
just
he's
do
I
that.
see him now.
Yeah,
Oh,
Okay.
there it is. The pick. He's already picked. They
I
picked.
was about to say, I'm like,
yeah. I was gonna say I just heard the pick.
And I'm glad it went that way.
oh my god, that's such a delay.
Well, while you're waiting for it to come, shout out to y'all. I know what it's like for a team to have to wait so long to get a ring,
Yeah.
and I know like the joy that it is when it happens. So, hearing y'all talk about how happy y'all were. Obviously, Mike and I we went through that same thing, not so long ago. And in light of today's news, enjoy it while it lasts, man. Because when shit hit the fan, it's not great. Let me tell you, who have to live with the other side now. So
I get it. I mean, I remember when y'all won the championship. It wasn't that long ago. It wasn't
life
that
comes
long
at
ago.
you fast,
very
man.
You got
fast.
21,
Yeah.
right?
I think.
Yeah.
Wait, Didge, I love that you say that. And you're absolutely right. But I think what I took from this is I'm okay now dying with the idea that this might be the only one. I never thought X-Evo
You
won, so I'm okay
you
dying
you
with this being the only one.
Nah,
you
I'm
say
ready for.
that.
No, today is. I almost didn't show up, John. Like I genuinely was like, do I need to be there for this? I don't have happy thoughts. You see what my name is right now.
No, but yeah, like again, just soak it in, enjoy it, hold on to this feeling, because in 5 years you are going to be like, man, I still want the Knicks to be good though, and we're in the
Right.
gutter. I'm not wishing that on you, obviously. Like, hopefully that's not how it goes, but like, you never know what's going to happen. I remember when I made this wish when I was like 11 years old. Packers won the Super Bowl, and I'm like, if I ever see the Bucks win a championship, I'm cool with never seeing a Super Bowl again. Haven't seen a Super Bowl again. Got my ring, and now I'm mad at both teams. So live and learn.
Sometimes
Yeah,
you gotta think before you wish, man.
yeah.
But
I think one of the most fulfilling things for me is folks actually giving my guy the props.
All
It
right,
was
hold on, hold
funny
on, hold on.
the week before we started, we were on this show, and I told Source, I was like, look, man, how can you not love OG Ananobi? How? How was it? How?
no,
I said, if you got a Knicks fan, how can you not be a fan? And I actually said this before the final started. And during the course of the finals, on the court, in course of the game or whatever, he just texted me out. He said, "There's your guy. There's your guy," or whatever. And I'm just like, this is crazy because I'm saying this a week before the finals even started. And I even had a buddy of mine question me a while. He was just like, "You didn't like OG that much?" I'm like, "Yeah, I've always liked the type of player that OG is. Even when he wasn't a Knick, even if I know who OG was, just that energy on both sides and can play both sides.
yep,
Didn't always get all the praise. And so when we got him, the only thing I was worried about when we got him was injuries, of course, because we got him a little.
yeah,
But I knew what type of player he was. And then we got him and seen him do that for us. And then to have a moment that's going to last in history. Like I told you, OG, I don't care. They got to take care of Brunson, but OG has to get something at MSG. If you don't give that man a statue of that play, that tip in, he has to be immortalized some kind of way. A photo, a poster that never
something,
comes
anything.
down.
I don't get a
Something has
poster.
to be that never comes down.
I don't disagree. OG was a great get. I remember we talked about it here actually, or on your show, or both honestly, about OG and trading away RJ and Quick for them. And I remember I think we were all fairly positive about the trade,
Yeah.
even though it hurt to lose the kids.
Yeah.
We knew it's something we needed to do.
Mhm.
His defensive ability was too necessary. And look, he's improved a lot offensively since he got here.
Yeah.
He could not handle the ball the way he started handling the ball and shoot the ball that he was shooting the ball.
The only thing you knew then, he could shoot the three from the corner.
Yeah,
That was it.
open. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. He just and he's been on a dunking craze. Like this man was going nuts
My
dunking
guy,
on
man.
everybody. It was been nice. It was really cool seeing him go up and just slam it. Like I love OG. OG is the best. Like, he's like the best prototypical basketball body. You know, he has the right size, 6'6", 6'7".
Hey guys, I wouldn't have wanted it any other way. Like Juwan was talking. Like you guys were talking about the run that we made and how unbelievable it was. Everything to keep coming back, keep coming back in games. Had to go in there double digits. The run we had in the sweeps to have the disrespect of Brunson, the the stuff I was hearing before the season about we gave OG too much money. You know what I'm saying? Just all of that, just the way for it to line up the way that it did, it's crazy. OG to get snubbed, in a lot of people's eyes, it should have been first team defensively. He makes
Absolutely should have been. Yep.
Like it's just everything that went down the way that it did. It was crazy. Like we got a coach that we weren't. Some of us, I wasn't too sure about. I wasn't like. I'm not gonna. I told you I wanted Jason Kidd. I wanted Jason Kidd.
I did too.
Yeah, and I wasn't too sure about Mike Brown, but props to Mike Brown as well, because to have a coach who was willing to not only implement and put his foot in about what he wanted to do, but was willing to change and listen to his coaching staff and his players, and got it. Which is what got us to this point. That was unbelievable. So I got to take my hat off to him.
Absolutely, I'm in the same ballpark here, man. Like Mike Brown. I'm probably more impressed with Mike Brown than most of anything that we saw. So obviously, everyone played well. Cat had a great playoffs. He was fantastic from Game 4 on. Shaman had his highlights. OG had his. He was unstoppable. Even though we were able to beat out the Sixers and sweep them without OG in those last couple games. The fact that we were able to do that without OG is still fantastic. I mean, that's when I knew that there was a chance. This might be special team. I was like, we're doing it without OG. He was playing really good, by the way. It's hard to put into words how great this run was. But I don't want to gloss too much over. We have guests. Let's just go over these two picks real quick. The Wizards picked out AJ DeBonsta. They just drafted him. He's going to Washington. He's going to be a Wizard.
Poor kid.
Good for him. And then just number 2, Utah just picked Darren Peterson. Those are the two obvious picks right there. Now it gets a little interesting. Even though if it goes Boozer 3, then I guess it wasn't that obvious. We'll see. But you got any thoughts on that before we move on?
Yeah.
I just want to point out for a second that ESPN showed Kwame Brown highlights ahead of the Wizards pick.
Yeah,
why they do him dirty like that?
Yeah.
What was that about?
That's talking about the bust that was Kwame Brown. No offense to Kwame Brown. But that's what it's kind of been known as. Well, I think it was the number 1 pick in 2000. Was it 2000? I forget exactly.
Yeah.
2001.
2001? Okay, 2001. Yeah. I mean, Kwame had a career. It wasn't like a one and done type of bust. He did have a career. He did play for more than a couple of years. He just wasn't the superstar. Not worth the number 1 pick at the end of the day. Small hands. I kept hearing about that. Small hands. But yeah, now they got AJ. That's a freak of an athlete. That dude, he's still at 6'8", and then he can jump out.
He's balling.
Gym. Well, anybody know more about him?
Well, he went to BYU. I ain't pay attention to that.
Well, I mean, I'm not in love with college game on the men's side. Like it used to be a time you couldn't tear me away from it. Right. And the past few years, I told you guys before, I'm way more into watching the women play in the college than I am the men now. Like I'll watch just about anybody play. So the men, the only time I really watch is got to be, Duke's playing somebody big because it's going to be a game, or the Bonster play quite a bit, and Peterson. Bonster athletically is a real deal. He's the real deal. And I'm looking at Washington, all that they've been up and down. They've been up, they've been down, more than up. And the moves that they're making, of course, they're giving your boy Trader money.
They are giving Trader money.
Yeah, Monster's coming. If nothing else, they want to give the people something to see. What kind of moves they make between here and there. If AD is going to be there, whatever, I don't know. But they're going to give the people something to see, a reason to come out. I'm gonna say that.
I mean, look, you got AD, Trae Young, Alex Sarr, DeBonsta. That's not bad. Keyshawn George is good. I mean, they got those are good pieces right there. I mean, You can do something. I don't know if AD stays. Maybe they trade him. I don't know. If he stays, though, that could be a playoff team. They might be good enough.
Possible.
I don't know. We'll have to wait, watch. I don't know.
You said playing weird.
You said lottery weird.
Yeah. That's a weird word you used.
What did I say?
You said playoffs.
I think you meant lottery, and I clearly heard wrong.
You, I did not say lottery.
You should have.
No, there's no way. If they have AD and Trae Young, it should not be a lottery team.
I don't think they have AD by the time the season starts. They may not have AD by the time this night is over.
I'm gonna do you one better, right? I'll do you one better. With Anthony Davis, they don't make the playoffs.
Street clothes.
With Anthony Davis, no.
fair.
Time out. I'm not even talking about he gets injured here and there. I'm talking about in a perfect world, Anthony Davis and Trae Young are healthy. I still think what Charlotte is building is better than that. I think Washington is very much a on paper team. Even at its best, I think it's an on paper team. Charlotte showed that they were starting to figure it out. I think all they're missing is veterans. The fact that Bridges is their vet, is exactly why they are where they are. They need an actual veteran to help that team, and I think that team could easily be a 6 seed. Charlotte, easily a 6 seed. So for me, I think Washington is already overrated for a playoff team. I think that's just on paper.
Well, if you're saying 6, that means Charlotte's is the playoff team. The Washington's still a play-in team.
No. So if we're figuring out the whole East, right? So you go the Pistons. You have to put Miami in there. The Knicks, the Celtics, the Hawks. That's 5. Then I have Charlotte. Then I have Orlando, and then that 8th seed would be. Why am I forgetting the teams in the
Philly?
Oh, sorry,
Toronto?
Indiana. Yeah, Indiana.
Philly used to.
No. I don't have Philly in there because I'm sorry. What Paul George gave us in 5 minutes of that series against us, I don't think he can maintain over the course of the year. Neither can Embiid. And I think you're putting too much pressure on VJ and Maxey to carry that team. I have to imagine Indiana with a healthy Tyrese is a playoff team, right? Like I have to imagine that.
If you're talking the top 10 for like the play-in, Philly's one of the top 10 teams in the East.
Oh, sure.
Philly
I'm sorry.
and Indiana.
I'm sorry. I'm speaking 1 through 8, like a definitive 1 through 8.
Well,
that would be my
7
8.
and 8 are considered playing now, so it has to be 1 through 6 for playoffs.
No, but he's saying who's going to win this? Who's going to win the 2 play-ins?
That's
Did
what
you
I'm
mention
saying.
Atlanta?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, Atlanta's in there. Yeah, Atlanta's in there. So that's why I'm saying Miami. I don't see that.
Boozer just went 3rd, so I guess that was pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, those first 3 were pretty obvious.
Chicago should go Wilson, so I'm not sure it's not that obvious for 4 anyway.
So I mean, can I ask you guys that? Is that so hard to see that 1 through 8, like a definitive 1 through 8, not they got to play for it. That's my 1 through 8. I don't see how that 1 through 8 doesn't make it.
List the 8 again.
So, and it's not in any order. So it's Pistons, Celtics, Miami, the Knicks, Orlando, Atlanta, Indiana. Charlotte. Oh shit, and Cleveland. I don't remember if I didn't have Cleveland in the first time. Yeah, I don't know, man. You're talking about. I know everyone likes to shit on the East. The East is tough this year.
Y'all sure Indiana gonna be back?
There's no way.
Should.
There's no way. The only reason they didn't make at least a play in this year is that no one could stay healthy. But we know that's not. But I'm saying we know that's not a usual thing for them. Tyrese Halliburton doesn't always tear his ACL.
They were bad and then ended up playing good and then had to tank on purpose. That's how good they are.
Right. So I'm saying I don't see that team going from finals to lottery to not even making the playoffs again with a healthy roster. I don't see that. And look, that nothing would make me happier than that team being destitute for the next decade. But I have to give like actual respect to the fact that the talent is there.
I mean, they lost a couple of key pieces though. Like beyond that,
but they gained. They got Zubac, like a full year with Zubac at center.
Yeah.
Right.
You know.
Now,
And
I
the
don't
squad's
think
basically the
Zubac.
same.
I don't think Zubac was the greatest of picks for Indiana, only because I think where Indiana had their most success was when you can essentially stretch the entire starting five. Now you have a guy that's just sitting in the paint. And it's not even like he's a dominant offensive scorer. Like he can score a lot in the paint. A lot of that'll probably be lobs and like tip-ins or whatnot. So I'm like, I don't know if that maybe stunts it a little bit. But to me, I have to imagine that team that's essentially the same team to a degree has to be better than Washington. Like to me, I just
I'm
I
just
don't
saying,
I don't see
I
it.
like
I think
I
that
like
Ben
what I see in
Mathurin.
Washington.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's all. I like
No.
what they're so far.
That's no disrespect to how you see Washington. It's just for me, I kind of feel as though that's an organization that's still going to be figuring it out. Maybe they could be
I'm not saying they're
a
gonna
really
figure out this.
formidable team. No. I know you're not talking about fine. I'm just talking about even a playoff team because the
Well,
East is so stacked.
I still think they could possibly make a wave for the play, but well, I mean, I don't know what the team's going to look like to start the year. I have no idea
That's
the
fair.
Indians they're going to be
That's
there.
fair.
You know,
Yeah, I'm
We'll
not
see.
holding you to that. I'm not holding you to that pick. That's fair. I'm just saying what I'm looking at right now. The East is loaded, and I see a million different scenarios where Washington doesn't make it. Is all I'm saying.
Fair. Fair.
yeah, that's possible. We'll see. Well, we go now to Utah, who picked Darren Peterson. Where does he fit? That team has talk about a team that I not despise. That's a wrong word, but like a team
No,
that
I
has
said I
annoyed-
despise that roster, man. It sucks.
It is a bad roster.
They're very young. They're very young roster. Very young.
I like
don't
that
know if-
roster.
I don't know if Larry Markkinen fits in with the team anymore. He is the one bet on the team right now. But they picked up Jaren Jackson Jr. They picked up Ace Bailey, drafted him last year. Keontae George had a fucking great year. And then you go and draft Darren Peterson, number 2, who will probably start next to George in the backcourt, I imagine.
But Bailey was
But-
starting next to him in the backcourt.
Yeah, Bailey's not better than Peterson.
That's fair. But do
I
you
just
give
don't know
up
if Bailey's gonna
you
start.
give up on your top 5
Based
picks
on right
after
now.
a year?
Like, right, unless they move Jaren Jackson to center,
Man,
which
But
I
do you
don't.
give
Ace
up on
probably still don't want to be there, bro.
He probably don't. But it's
Bailey,
like
Hold on, Ditch is
wouldn't be
making a good
surprised if they
point.
traded him. I wouldn't be
This
surprised.
is making a really good point.
after he was a top 5 pick last
What
year.
happened?
You give up on him literally the next year.
Who made at what point?
Ace Bailey, he was their top 5 pick last year.
Okay. What? Okay. I
Do you give up on him that quickly?
No, I say no, Didge. I'm with you. I say no. I think the
No,
talent
what?
is there. You don't give up on Ace Bailey that fast.
Oh,
That
I'm just- I
roster,
wouldn't be
boy, it might not
surprised
be
if they
about
traded
wanting to give up on him, but it might be necessary if you can swindle somebody, get somebody else over.
No,
swindle
you
them
get-
to trade
No,
them.
yeah, now that's
him.
different. If you could
Someone
swing
that
the
fits
picks
better.
with
It's just a log jam right now.
Yeah,
And
no, you
talent,
could-
that's a good thing. It's a good thing
if
to
somebody
have.
could see with the crazy
Uh,
offer that like
I don't know.
swindles you in some,
They have a lot of talent. Cody Williams has kind of been a disappointment. Won't lie. That's another guy
Mike
that
said
can be
he's back,
traded,
by the way.
and we won't get as much.
Wait, hold
Uh,
on. Joel, hold on 1 second. I'm noticing something. Joel, you
What's up?
can't hear Didge, and I don't know why. But I hear Didge perfectly, but you're not hearing him. Because
That makes That makes so
he's
much more
responding
sense.
to you. He's responding to you, and I don't think you're hearing him at all.
I don't hear.
I just
it.
didn't want
only-
Didge to. I didn't want Didge to think you were ignoring him. That's
I
all
thought
I'm saying.
Joel was just into his
Is it
like
a bad
whatever he was
opinion? 'Cause if it
saying.
was, then yes, I was ignoring.
No, they were great opinions. You just couldn't hear. You weren't hearing him. I don't know why.
I
have
put
no idea
Mike
why.
back in. Mike, you good?
Wow.
I don't hear Mike. Dude,
I don't hear Mike either.
Well, I haven't been talking. I thought Mike was about to say something.
Oh boy, audio issues.
He's got the he's got his
Wait,
Mute
can
on.
none? Juwan, are you the
okay.
only person
Who
that
does?
can hear me?
Can't really
Mike-
see.
Mike
Oh,
does.
Mike got
So
it. All right,
Didge.
so
Didge, I think you
Can
like
you
my
not hear me
imaginary
either?
friend.
Didge,
I can hear you.
Comment
I can
now.
hear you. I had a headset
Well,
issue,
come
but
back
I've
in.
been able to hear Didge. Yes. I don't know why
We'll
this happened
listen
last
to
time we were
before.
here.
That's already those 4 were easy.
I'm gonna refresh. I'll be back. I don't know what.
Okay.
That's
It's
weird.
like Didge is my imaginary friend. It's like I'm the only one that can hear him.
It's like I agree with you, Didge. I'm like, agree with what? What did you say?
I'm like, the man kept making great points, and Joel's like, yeah, whatever. Anyway, the draft, and I'm like, wait, hold on. I don't think Joel can hear this guy. Like,
Can you
wait a
guys hear
second.
me now? I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
I hear you,
Okay.
Mike. Yeah,
I was able to hear Didge too.
I don't
This
hear
happened before, and I don't know why.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know what's going on, but I just want to make sure no one thought Joel was ignoring them.
Okay, can you
I
all
don't-
hear me
yeah,
now?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Yes.
I can hear you.
Okay.
I can
Joel,
hear.
can you hear Did?
I can't hear Diz. I can't hear Mike. I could hear Prime. I could hear Juwan.
Oh, so
That
that's
is
Joel's fault.
that is crazy.
Never mind. I didn't
Yeah.
have to leave. This is
I need
Joel's
Joel to
You know what?
reset because that's weird,
Let
man.
me jump out. real
It's
quick.
something going on because even on my show, like 2 of the last 3 weeks, we've had the same issue.
Does Joel leaving? Wait, does Joel leaving mess up anything? Because I'm not by my laptop, so I can't like take over the show.
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Would the show shut down if I left?
I don't
I'm
think
not
so.
sure.
I think you have
It
to
should
keep-
still keep running and you rejoin. Yeah,
'Cause right
as long
now,
as you
I
don't
only
click
hear
end.
I don't
Somebody
hear- I see
translate
the
for me,
mic's talking.
please.
I just can't.
Yeah,
I can't hear what he's saying.
You
He said it
were,
should still keep running.
Okay, I'll then let me jump off real quick.
All
All
right.
right, back.